Hey yo guys, welcome back to Team Assassination. This is Assassin Dave right here, and today we want to talk about one of the cutest and most beautiful creature in Arena of Valor, Krixi. Krixi is a nimble mage who thrives at mid to late game with proper itemization and controls. If played properly, a middling Krixi can bring devastation to the enemy team. If you are a tankier hero, you will be frustrated because you can never chase Krixi, and if you're a squishier hero, you'll be blown apart into pieces without even knowing. And the best of all, Krixi is free! Free, guys! You can easily obtain this beautiful hero simply by playing a few games per day for a couple days, and you can obtain her from the Road to Glory event in the game. If you want to master Krixi, you first have to understand her skills. Krixi's skills are plain and simple and powerful. Krixi's passive allows her to move faster every time one of her skills hits an enemy, including lane minions, jungle monsters, and enemy heroes. This ability provides Krixi with a decent amount of chasing skills and escape ability. And since your ultimate is a constant meteor shower, which we'll get into in a bit, as long as there is a target in your ultimate range when it's active, you will be able to maintain a fairly high moving speed, which is extremely useful for positioning. Krixi's first skill will send out a clone of herself in a directional wave, forward and back. Enemy touched will receive decent amount of damage. Note, this ability will do reduced damage to subsequent enemy units hit. So to deal the most amount of damage to the enemy hero, you want to make sure your skill path doesn't have any minions in it. However, you want to do just the opposite in early game laning phase, to poke enemy champions while cleaning the enemy minion wave at the same time. Krixi's second ability will knock enemy units up in a small AoE area while doing damage to them. This ability has a short cast animation, so it is best used when you can predict enemy champions' movement, ganking people from the bush, or as a follow-up when your allies' crowd control ability is used first. Krixi's ultimate skill will summon a huge AoE meteor shower around her and damaging enemy units. Each enemy can be hit up to 4 times, and the skill is effective for up to 5 seconds. Now, the interesting thing is, this ability will only affect one random target at once, and since you can't control which target it goes to, and it does require you to be on their face, I recommend start a team fight by casting this ultimate skill to provide the initial burst damage and also most importantly the 30% movement speed buff for you to position and cast your first and second ability to do more focused targeting damage. You can also cast this ability to escape if your enemy is chasing within your skill effective range, again due to the movement speed buff you're granted by your passive. Now that we understand Krixi's skill set, let's talk about her itemization and arcana that's best suited for her, and we'll bring out the best of Krixi. We will start off the build with Phoenix tier to provide basic HP and mana regen when you level up. This is extremely useful early to mid game, since the amount of sustain this item provides is simply amazing, with a price tag of a stunning 600 gold only. Then we will actually finish up her boots first to provide mobility. You can either go with Gilded Greaves if enemy team has a lot of CC abilities, or you can go with Sonic Boots if enemy team are full of 80 damage. Or you can simply go with Enchanted Kicks for more magic damage overall. Then we'll actually get Frosties Revenge as first core item. This item provides decent amount of magic resistance to provide you with additional survivability in lane, since most likely you will go against a mage mid lane. In addition, this item provides Krixi with so much kiting potential that she desperately needs in order to fool around with enemy heroes. After that, we'll actually get Boomstick, and he cut his diadem to boost up Krixi's mid to late game damage, and finish it up with either Staff of Newell if enemy team builds a bit more magic resist, or Tomb of the Reaper if enemy team has a lot of lifesteal and sustain, such as hero like Terra. If the game lasts even longer, you can sell your Phoenix tier in the end and buy another items of your choice as you wish, such as Holy of Holies. On Arcana, we'll go for 10 Violate for some early game damage, 10 Benevolence, and 10 Valiance, just to give Krixi a bit more HP and movement speed to compensate her for the lack of movement speed and her extreme squishiness. On talent, I recommend using either Purify or Endure to provide yourself with extra mobility and survivability. Now, let's talk about some real stuff. How to play Krixi properly. Note, a lot of what I'm going to share with you are top secret, and it will turn you into a Krixi goddess. When you get into the game, instantly rush to the lane and hide in one of the side bushes next to the mid lane. This will allow you to scout enemy invasion and such. When wave hits, make sure you clear wave ASAP with your first ability to get to level 2, and then rotate to the side lane to either help secure the Riverbird or to gank enemy side lane to give your team an advantage before you return back to mid lane for the next minion wave. But make sure you watch the minimap and return to mid lane before the mid lane minion wave crash to your turret. Your primary job is to survive, so do not trade your life just to cast 1 or 2 abilities on enemy heroes. Most of the time, you want to make sure you're always ganking, so you're always with your team and can have some level of protection from your teammates. Krixi does not have any gap closer or disengage abilities, so always go with your support and team after safe wave clearing. Again, due to the squishy nature of the beauty, Krixi is best teamed with heroes who can be her shining armor and protect her from the thick and thin. My personal favorite for most mages are Omar. Not only can Omar come to your location instantly with his first ability, he can also set up stun for you to follow up with knockup, so you can get some easy kills early on. Foes are heroes like Zephyrs, Quicknack, and so on. Any heroes who can get onto you in an instant and kill you without giving you any chance to fight back. So to wrap it all up, let's talk about all of what we just discussed in an actual gameplay using Krixi. Note, Krixi is best used to rank up from Bronzy to Gold. Once you get to Platinum, we will recommend some new beautiful mages that are more suited for you and your corresponding rank. And welcome back to the gameplay. We are going to choose Krixi and go mid. Most likely, in the beginning of the pick and ban phase, you won't let people know that you're going mid lane and you want to select Krixi if you like to play this hero, obviously. And in this specific game, I choose Purify because enemy team comp does have a lot of crowd control. So I have Krixi, I have Purify just to get away from Zephy's ult and a certain stun from their mages and so on. So obviously, like we talked about, we walk down mid, go to the right side of the bush to check invasion and such. Afterwards, we're going to quickly use our first ability to clean the mid lane wave, and then before we rotate towards the side lanes. One thing you can also do with mages, it can also go to the bush I'm going to right now to scout enemy jungle to get information on where enemy jungles are. As you can see right now, I saw enemy Zephy starting the small camp for some reason, and I quickly come to top side just to harass enemy top lane. Unfortunately for us, our top lane did not respond to the gank even though we launched the attack signal and put us in an awkward position. But afterwards, he decided to come back in for some reason and got hugely chunked and actually gonna go die here. As a mage and a caster, you do not want to use your auto attack most of the time. What I did was, I was waiting on the side and using my first ability when it came off cooldown. Right afterwards, I came down mid lane, help our jungle, start a small camp, did some damage to it before I return back to mid lane and start poking the mid lane as well as the enemy mid laner at the same time with my first ability. Here I use my second ability to assist my first ability damage so I can get to level 3 as fast as possible to assist the wave clear. And after seeing bottom lane has some action going on, after I cleaned the first wave, I immediately came bottom, tried to help. At this point there's a lot of fight going on and Zephy's ended up going down here from the assist of the turret. And we're going to go ahead and quickly clean this wave before we return back to mid lane. Here, we saw enemy mid lane Ignis was cleaning the mid wave. I instantly used my first ability and wait for the engage off our Lombard before I use my second ability, and use my ultimate to clean up the kill. But I make sure I stayed in range between the Ignis, the hero, and the minion wave so I can get experience on the minion wave when the tower is killing it at the same time. And because of that, we turn level 4. Here, Zephy's used ultimate on me. I instantly use Purify, get away, and use my second ability for the knockup so Zephy's cannot do any more damage to me, and this actually saved my life. Because Krixi is a very squishy hero. A Zephy's at level 4 can use ultimate on you, and with second ability, first ability, couple auto attack, you should be dead. So it's important for you to react fast enough on the crowd control, purify, and get away.
Through the years, her voice, it echoes down the hallways. Some things never change.
Information is very important in this game. While you're walking to lane, you can see me panning the map to the bottom side to grasp of the information of the fight, of what's going on at all time. Is our team winning? Is there a chance for us to go support? Realizing that our bottom lane already died, I decided to come to top lane and try to assist on the top. Over here, because we rotate top fast enough, we're able to snatch a small river bird before we return back to mid lane. And also giving us team the information that the dragon is still here and enemy Zephy's have not taken it yet. One thing you will see me do a lot as a mage player is I always stay on the side of the mid lane rather than in the dead center of the mid lane, because this way you can actually get certain information about enemy jungler coming to gank you from that side. If they're not coming from that side and they're going to the further side and you see them coming in, you have more time to react to the gank and maybe get away. Knowing that our jungler in this game is not going to do any bad sentinel or dragon, me and our support decided to start the bat without the help of our jungler, which is Violet in this case. Right afterwards, we're going to come to mid lane and clean the wave really fast before we rotate to top lane, try to set up a gank and take dragon. Over here, we waited for our teammate Lombard to start with ultimate and initiate before we follow up with our second ability and grab a very quick and easy kill on enemy behind. We overextended big time. At this point, my teammate Lombard engaged an enemy mage, but realizing the enemy Zephyr was on me, I instantly came backwards and used my ultimate to give me enough movement speed to gap close to gain enough distance between me and Zephyr. And Zephyr is able to use his ultimate to get away, but we were able to survive from Zephyr's assault. Afterwards, we quickly come back to mid lane, We're unable to save the tower due to the amount of time we stayed on the top lane, and again, our Violet, our jungler, wasn't rotating at all. So we did lose mid tower. But after cleaning mid wave, we decided to come here and take the blue buff, so we asked for the help of our support Lumber. At this point of the game, me as Krixi does not do that much damage, especially to jungle monsters. So for you to clean jungle monster like a buff, like a golem, blue buff golem, you definitely need some help, either from your jungler or your support player. Like I talked about in the guide, you always want to be rotating with your team. Seeing that our support went bottom lane, I instantly came bottom with him, and sure enough, we were able to launch an easy kill, assassination, on the enemy Lu Bu. Because of Lu Bu's death, we were able to take bottom tier 1 turret pretty easily as well. Here, enemy Ignis start charging towards me, not realizing we have 4 people coming to him, and we instantly pick up a kill on Ignis. As a mage, you want to be sneaky, as sneaky as you possibly can. Here with Lu Bu, we easily used our second ability to knock him up, and follow up with our ultimate and first ability. With the help of our team, we are actually able to pick up the kill and clean it up with our first ability. We cancel Zephy's ultimate with our second ability knockup and stayed in the respectful range and keep on casting our first ability to deal damage to enemy pursuing behind. Seeing our jungler in a very bad position, we decided to come forward and use our first ability to assist. We're unable to pick up the kill on behind, and because of that, our teammate Scott ended up dying as well. Afterwards, we instantly cast our first ability to gain some movement speed and try to escape, while getting in a better position before launching the next assault. Here, our support Lumber did miss the ultimate. Because of that, we're not able to pick up the kill, but he launched the first ability and tried to follow up with our second ability here, and enemy Yorn did use Flicker to get away. Seeing that Omar and Lumber are right next to me, we decided to come to mid lane and try to take down the mid level 1 tier 1 tower. And seeing Yorn's a little bit out of positioning, with the help of my teammates' heal and my item Frosties Revenge, we're able to take an easy kill onto enemy Yorn. Over here, I can see on the minimap the enemy has a Valheim and a Zephyrs, so I make sure I stay far away and wait for my ability and come back in so that Zephyrs doesn't cast his ultimate on me and one-shot me. And right afterwards, we keep on casting our abilities to harass enemy team, use our second ability for a knockup and first ability for some follow-up damage, and look around on the map to see if we can do anything else. We see enemy Lu Bu is constantly pushing bottom and is completely caught out of position. We instantly come bottom to support our team. But realizing that enemy Ignis is trying to do some damage to our team, we came back and cast our ultimate to start off the fight, and also because the ultimate is able to proc Frosties Revenge, we're able to slow down Ignis enough to follow up with our second and first ability, and that also gave us another very easy kill. Seeing enemy Yorn coming from the right side, we instantly used our knockup. For some reason, our first ability did not connect. So afterwards, we used another first ability, and sure enough, we're gonna get the kill, thanks to the very short cooldown of my first ability. But afterwards, I actually made a mistake and I come forward without being in the proximity of my support Lumber. And sure enough, Zephy's coming in with his ultimate second ability and first ability, and I was dead. The lesson to be learned over here is, I'll always look at a minimap to make sure you're within the support range of your support player, in this case the Lumber. On a hero without any mobility like Krixi, the moment that you are away from your support, it's almost 90% of the time you're gonna die. After coming back alive, we see that enemy escaping Valheim is actually trying to take the bet. We decided to come mid lane and cut him off. Over here we see Valheim escape using Flicker. I use my second ability as a knock up and then cast my ultimate to finish up the kill. And right afterwards, our ultimate is able to do enough damage to enemy Zephyrs as well for our team to follow up and get an easy kill as well. Enemy Lu Bu follow up with the deaths right afterwards. With 4 enemy dead, we decided to push this tower. And Omar actually jumped in here because we do have 2 minions, and because he's able to zone the enemy Yorn out to make sure he doesn't clean the minion wave so we can try to hit the enemy nexus. Unfortunately over here, enemy Yorn, along with the help of the turret and the enemy base turret, is able to clean up all the wave here, so our ADC wasn't able to do enough damage to clean the tower, and we give Valheim a free quadra kill. After coming back alive, we instantly come to top lane here, realizing that enemy Zephyr is still pushing top wave. And using our first ability to clean the top wave, and we saw the boot buff just respawn, so we're actually going to use our second ability along with our ultimate to try to clean this blue buff faster. As you can see, even at this point, with a lot of items, Krixi is not going to do enough damage to kill the jungle monster fast enough. So you definitely need some support from your teammates. Here, the enemy Valheim is in a very interesting and very horrible positioning. Thanks to his Flicker, Valheim is able to get away. And we're just going to clean the bottom wave and continue pushing this wave right here, seeing that Violet is actually in a very aggressive position. As you can see right here, our team initiated a fight, and I stand on the side to make sure I can grasp enough information on enemy team, especially assassins. And realizing they used everything already, I charge in with my ultimate, as well as follow up with my first ability combo to get an easy kill over here. Valheim is not able to escape from the destiny of death as well. And this team wipe is able to give us an easy victory. Enemy team didn't have to surrender the game, and now be GG well played. Once again, I thank you very much for watching today's guide featuring Krixi. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what's the quality of the gameplay, the quality of the guide, and is there any other hero that you would like to learn more on how to play from Team Assassination. With that guys, love you guys and I'll see you guys next time. Assassin Dave signing off.